What's up, guys? I am back to bring you your recap on Love and Hip Hop, Season 8, Episode 10, and it is titled Single No Mingle. So now let's jump right in. And first, I must say that this is clearly a filler episode since it is New Year's Day, because there isn't much for me to give an opinion on nor critique, but I will try my best just to bring you guys this recap as always promised. Now, Anais and her marital issues with Ruben. I was thrown off when Anais said that she needed more than dick and money, because with her being involved in liking Rich, I would think that she's only getting dick from him anyway. Like, he doesn't come across as the romantic, supportive, loving type. He runs through girls so much that he could only be providing Anais with some dick, my guy. And I'm not sure, even though he used the name Rich Dollars, I'm not sure that his coin is fluid enough, my God, to even compensate for the dick and money that Ruben has given Anais. But she wants more than that, and clearly Rich is the wrong person for that. And I'm not buying this. I personally believe that Ruben and Anais were already broken up or separated or planning for divorce prior to her signing on to Love and Hip Hop, because she's doing all of this on camera, and it's like, well, you knew he was going to see it, and did you really want to be with him? It just seems so fictitious and so fraudulent because it's happening on camera. So, I mean, at some point, Ruben was going to find out. And if you were really concerned about making it work with Ruben, you trying to make it work with Rich doesn't really coincide. It doesn't make sense to me. But also, we saw that Ruben wants to get a divorce if Anais does not become a housewife and stay at home and be present for him. And we were made aware that he has some suspicions about Anais cheating on him, but I'm like, it's clear that she is. He knows this already, so why are we going through these motions? But later on at Anais's meet and greet with her fans, Rich was there, Jonathan was there, Ruben showed up, and first and foremost, I must say that Jonathan should not be critiquing nor giving anyone advice or checking anybody, because Jonathan was checking Rich on him having sex with Anais while she's still married. Granted, I understand that Jonathan's ex-husband or husband is in LA and he's in New York, but it's not really different. You're married, you were having sex with Trent. Anais is married and having sex with Rich. And when he said it wasn't the same, oh honey, it's definitely the same, because your whole point was the divorce or the separation is not finalized. So Jonathan should keep quiet on that. And when Ruben showed up and it was just so awkward, Jonathan's face was just like frozen in time when he walked up towards Anais and to Rich, and Rich was just in an awkward space, my God. And so was Anais, but I feel like Ruben already knew, so why are we wasting our time with this? Little Mo and Carl Dynamite Dargan. Okay. It bothered me that Little Mo is only staying with Carl because of the kids, because as she shared with Yandy, you know, it's hard for her to leave these men because she saw the effect that it had on her daughters when she divorced their father. Then she saw the effect that it had on her boys when she divorced her last husband for cheating on her. And now Carl has cheated on her, and she's concerned about how it's going to affect her kids. And while as a mom, I get it, but you cannot lose your self-worth in trying to protect your kids from a situation where they're going to know that the house is unhappy, my God. You're not going to be happy in that situation. Now, this is one of the reasons why I feel like this is a filler episode, because, child, now Carl is complaining about communication, and then he wants to be the leading man in her videos, which he has been in the past, but now Mo wants some new men. He doesn't want to audition. It's just, child. I know you guys have to be tired of this as well, because I am just drained. Okay, so the scene with Self, Snoop, Jacquay, and Safari when he showed up, and Jacquay found out that Safari smashed Sophia Got Bodies as well. It was just a funny moment, because that transition from there to them addressing that Dream Doll posted another man and another rapper on her Instagram on National Boyfriend Day, and it wasn't Safari. And I cracked up because when Safari's ass busted out and rapping and rhyming, and Snoop was like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Like, are you rhyming? So it was such a funny moment. I love seeing them together. But this Dream Doll and Safari relationship, which I cannot stand, you guys know that I have been saying it all season. I do not want Safari with Dream Doll. And when he met up with Dream Doll to address his concerns about, am I important to you? Am I your man? Do you celebrate National Boyfriend Day? All of that. And she said that she isn't dating anyone, but she's talking to guys on the phone. Girl, that's the same damn thing. You're entertaining other men. And then for her to admit that she entertains other men, but doesn't want Safari to do business with Mariah Lynn, it's just like, girl, this is so immature. And for her to go from like 0 to 100 and then to storm out all because of him wanting to like do his business. Like, girl, you're not worth it. You're a pretty girl, but you're annoying, you're immature. And any woman that's not going to allow their man to handle their business, especially when we all know that there is not a real situation going down between Mariah Lynn and Safari, is just stupid and pointless. Now, the conversation between Mariah Lynn and DJ Self. DJ Self is annoying me a tad, but I really like him. But he's annoying me because him blaming Mariah Lynn for the fight that she had with Dream Doll in the park when Dream Doll was being a total butthole and disrespectful. I'm just like, I hate that Mariah can't keep her composure in these horrible situations, but I do agree with her when she says, I'm being put in certain situations and I'm, you know, being provoked to react. And when she began to cry and open up, I just felt like DJ Self should have been more receptive and kind because it really is Dream Doll's ass. And I personally agree and think that Mariah Lynn is the more talented artist. Child, I still have not heard Dream Doll's music, but I do actually enjoy Mariah Lynn's music, so I am rooting for her. And this scene really did it for me because while DJ Self in the past said that Mariah Lynn doesn't show hustle or grind or hunger for this, she was fighting for her life and her career and her brand in this scene. And DJ Self didn't really give much. And when she said, you know, if you don't protect me, then I'm gonna be out. And that makes so much sense because I felt like for you to not be there, Self, that you're gonna put all the blame on Mariah Lynn and none on your girl Dream Doll, it does seem like you are more pro Dream Doll than Mariah Lynn. Okay, so Juju's stage play table read at this church again. I am wondering if Mona Scott just rented this church as an extra place just to have additional scenes filmed in, because we keep seeing this church. Trent was rehearsing in this church. Juju had her casting call in this church. Like, this church is getting a lot of play. And some of my subscribers and church members, my God, were wondering why all of this is going down in a church. But I think that this is no longer a real church, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is just used and rented out for music videos and auditions and things that people need it for. It's no longer an active church, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys live in New York, who can confirm or deny that, but typically when people do scenes like this in these kinds of churches, it's more so just like a hall or facility for people to rent out and use, and it's not being used as a place of worship. But Juju and Yandy discussing her being single and Safari magically showing up right when Yandy and Juju are talking about her being single was just so typical, because we know that Safari's mom really likes Juju and wants them to be together. And honestly, I would love for Juju and Safari to be together. They would make a beautiful couple, but only if Safari is going to do Juju right, because Safari is a sweetheart, but he is a thot, my God. But then again, Safari did acknowledge that he had been with Nicki Minaj for 12 years, which is a long-term relationship, and Juju had been in her relationship for 10 to 15 years with Cameron. So it's not that Safari isn't a relationship guy. I think he's just getting caught up in the reality TV show girlfriend drama. He's trying to find his way. But it was great when he said that you've spent all this time with this person and it's like, damn, I just have to start all over again and do this process all over again. It was great from a man's perspective, especially a heterosexual man's perspective, on feeling like you're with your person that you want to be with forever and then it ending and having to start all over again. And Juju had those same sentiments. So I love their connection. I want them to try, but Juju is the reason for the title of this episode, which is she's saying single, no mingle. But Juju did agree to allow Safari to take her out to have some fun and to get her mind off of her breakup and just play this out from a friend perspective. Okay, last but not least, Snoop's Patrick Ewing sneaker party launch. I will say that Jacquet, although I did not know who he was prior to him being on this show this season, I feel like he had the most lit performance. Like, I was getting turned up while watching him perform at the party, and he was significantly better than Safari. Safari was okay. Safari gives you the pomp and circumstance and the furs and the extraness, but his rap and rhymes in that moment really didn't do much for me, especially going after Jacquet. Then you had Mariah Lynn perform, and I thought she actually did better than Safari. And not that Safari did not do well, but I would say Jacquet was definitely number one, Mariah Lynn was number two, and Safari was number three as it pertains to who did the best, my God. But Bree is just so whack for saying that I'm not going to let this girl talk to my best friend's man. Like, that is just drama for no reason. I thought that Bree was claiming that she was on this show to get what's due her, to make her mark in the music industry, to do better for herself before her grandmother passes away, but you're creating unnecessary drama. You have no clue what Mariah Lynn and Safari were talking about, and it was about business because she said SB on your chain should stand for strictly business, and you're walking up trying to turn up and address her. One, when your girl Dream Doll is not there, and then it's just like, these girls are so stupid. They're so stupid. How do you approach this girl, then say, oh, my girl Dream Doll does not rock with her, so I don't rock with her either. And you're trying to start mess for no reason. Mariah Lynn was trying to be chill. And then she made her clap back as well because you were being an asshole, Bree. But then for Bree to throw that damn drink is just like, these girls claim that they are not about drama, but they really are. All it is drama for no reason. Bree could have kept her ass where she was sitting. She could have stayed there and it would have been cool. So I'm just over it. Like, don't bring Dream Doll back. Don't bring Bree back, because in the end, it still made Mariah Lynn look like the fool, because even Snoop said, girl, what are you doing? You just got off the stage. You just killed it. And while I was annoyed that Snoop was now another person blaming Mariah Lynn, it was still from a great perspective, because it's like, regardless of what she did, like, you have a brand, you can make some moves, so you have to keep yourself under control, Mariah Lynn. I know that these girls are provoking you and causing drama. Well, the Sophia body didn't cause no drama. That was all you. But I get it. I get it, Mariah Lynn, but you have to focus on your brand. Like, I'm rooting for Mariah Lynn and for Bianca. I need them to stop getting caught up in the messiness and stop allowing these girls to push them to a place where it just does not have to go, especially when things start to get physical. Anyway, guys, that's about it. So please follow me on all social media outlets. Thumbs up this video. Comment down below in the comment section. And before you comment about Love and Hip Hop Miami, I am going to do recaps on that. I probably will post that tomorrow morning. And subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications. And thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.